today's call. The first agenda item is for the last costing form is mUzima 295 and LAC 23. Ruth and Simon, I know that you guys have been testing on this one. Do you want to give us an update on this one?
Yeah. We paired myself and Ruth and did some testing. So we were satisfied the fixed results, the ticket, and for that reason I moved it to code review.
Okay. So can you also update LAC 23 then?
Yeah. So,
yeah, because
yeah, we tested 295 and we were satisfied with it, but LAC 23 is still, I think we need to hear the final word from the LAC team. I know Derek has been spearheading the testing. So far, I don't know up to what point they are with the testing. I think we still want to wait for their final verdict.
Okay, so let's just wait on the LAC team then on this one.
Okay.
Thanks. And then the next one is the implementation issues. The first one is no data in the database in MS production, and just want to give like what happened with everyone since there are quite a few activities for the last few days. When the system admin help us to restore the data from the archive, the data is put back. However, it requires some structured change because we need to update the patient UID column. So we provide some, and that's the reason why it wasn't showing up to the UI saying that no data in the database. So Win shared some queries, and Augustine and Simon helped to fix it and update it today. And now I believe the data is now show up on the UI right now, and I think Simon also sent an update saying to confirm that it's working properly. Simon, is that correct?
Simon? Yeah, that's correct. When you go to the Q data page and the error data page, you can see what is the database is. Now it's showing at least some items. It's not showing blank as before.
Yeah, I think next step moving forward is that I would rely on Robai, Eric, and Ruth to spend 1 or 2 days just to try to resolve the error messages. And then also update on that from the instruction sheets that Lagat draft, and then start from there. And after a couple of days, and then we can revisit back the instructions, and then we can discuss on Tuesday during the CDSS call before we share with the LAC team, CDM team, and oncology team for them to resolve their relevant program-specific error messages. So that's what I proposed last time. I just wonder if there's any other questions or comments before we move to the next item.
Yeah, just a comment, Ed. I think there's still one more thing we need to do. What I mentioned yesterday about the data not being processed. Yeah, I think the same issue is still the current module we have on production, because you realize
it's also happened on the production. I thought it's only happened on the test server.
Yeah, after we had the the queue data displayed, I noticed even if you restart the scheduler task, it doesn't process data. So although
Okay.
I looked at the error logs, I think it displays so much from so many other modules. I couldn't see the specific ones generated from the mUzima onwards. But
Mm-hmm.
I think our next step would be to look at why it's not processing that data. I believe it's just a small fix for it.
Okay. So Simon, do you think you and Win may be able to have this fixed in next day or something like that?
Yes, I believe we can.
Okay. Um, um, how about you guys?
Could you just
Go ahead, Martin.
no, go ahead first. Finish first.
Yeah. So if that yeah, so yeah, I think that one would be a blocker before even we do the resolution then error resolution. So let's just spend a day on the processor issues, and then you guys report back to us, and then so that the tester team can help with to spend another 1 or 2 days on drafting the instructions.
Yes, sure.
Go ahead, Martin.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to take us back so that it's very clear to us. So, what was the reason why we lost the data in the first place? Was it because of the updates? Basically, how do we avoid the same thing happening again? I might have missed something there.
It's definitely it's not because of the module reload. Simon, do you know other?
No, I don't know the reason, but I don't think it's the modules.
Because the modules really didn't change in a way to fundamentally make that to happen, right?
Yeah.
So people have theorized that it was the modules, but right now, essentially, we don't know why it happened, and we're not sure it's gonna not happen again the next time around. Is that a correct presumption?
Yeah, that's
Martin,
correct.
yeah, Martin, I think I can address you to this maybe offline on this one because I think probably it's a little bit different issues.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. Um, yeah. So it's definitely not because of the modules update. Is another reason. I think it's better for us to take that offline. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Thanks. So now we have a plan to move forward. Simon and Win will look into the processors issues, why the data is still ending up in the queue, not being processed. And next step would be for Eric and Ruth to write the instructions, spending a day, and then we'll go through those in the CTSS call. If it looks fine, then we'll share with CDM, LAC, and oncology team so they can take care of their own payload issues. So the next item is Huawei issues. So that's good news and bad news. Good news is that the APK SAM generated for us is no longer have the issues for the highlighted in blue in the wizard setup. And also it did not end up in the app crash when it tapped on the client box. However, it run to a different issues that it has app crash when it submits the complete form data into the server. I just want to thank Simon, Ruth, Robai, Eric for their spending quite a lot of time, just today, these past few hours on testing that intensively and also documented clearly. I did share those with Sam and also Win as well. So we'll look into the new issues with that. It's good news. The two known issues are solved, but we have new other issues that we need to resolve. And so anyone have other things they want to share in terms of Huawei issues? Go ahead.
I think
Anyone?
I reported clearly what we were undergoing. The only error that we're experiencing now is when we try to upload forms. But the earlier issues that we had reported, we did not experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, it address another discussions like between Win and Sam about, and also Simon about why why the APK behave differently when they generate by different environments. And so there's another thread that we're discussing separately on that. What we'll share more information how once we have like a more like final findings.
We also tried the PK that you gave us. I tried it on 7 and I was able to upload the form successfully.
Yeah, it's really like Huawei specific issue. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks. Next one is the CDM update. I haven't heard any updates in terms of the specification review and also signed up by the CDM team PI yet. This is for mUzima 267 and 266 for the two forms, dispensary and also health center forms. Ruth, do you have other updates that you heard from the CDM team that you want to share?
No, we don't have any updates so far. We're still waiting for the PI to approve the list before they share it with us. So I think today Lawrence was not in. He went to the field.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Except these two forms, is there any other thing from CDM that you want to share with the team?
No, we don't have anything else. Maybe for the error resolution, as we'll start resolving the errors, I think it will be good when we document for them so that they can pick from us as we wait for them to finish error resolution.
Yes, agree. Yeah. The error resolution instructions we will start after Simon and Win fix the processor issues.
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay.
Derek is not on, and for the luck update, Ruth, do you have other things to share, or it's pretty much waiting for the costing from testing feedback?
Yeah, we're still waiting for the costing feedback. I'll also test it tomorrow. Today we were testing the Huawei issues. So maybe on Monday I'll be able to test also and give feedback on the same.
Okay. Cool. Next one would be the teleconsultation, and that is 360. And Ruth, I know that you retest earlier. I think that you guys have probably tested on a different APK when you report the finding yesterday, and now you use the attached APK for testing this ticket. It looks like it's working properly except the processor issues that for the Q data. Is that correct, Ruth and Simon? Ruth and Simon, are you guys there? Maybe it's a connection issue. So I actually chatted with Simon and earlier that Actually, I think it's like they used the wrong APK when they do the testing yesterday, and actually it works properly with the Nexus 7 tablets. Also chatted with Sam, and he cannot reproduce what they reported. So I think they just used the wrong APK doing testing yesterday. So that's pretty much for this ticket. Oh, did it got drop off?
It seems like Kenya dropped off. Maybe Kembo is still there.
Yeah, I think it was still there.
Yeah, it's still here.
Okay, cool. I think they just jumped back. Hey, Eric, are you guys back? I guess not. So basically, I think the testing for the 3 teleconsultation tickets were fine. I think they just used the wrong APK yesterday. That's it. I think Simon's joining from his.
Sorry, our connection was poor,
Sorry.
but we to Safaricom.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so we lost you. We were talking about.
Yeah, I was just summarizing the testing for the teleconsultation tickets, the 3 tickets. And because yesterday, I think the team reported that when they use the Nexus 7 tablet, they end up into some issues. But actually, I think they used a different APK when they do the testing, and that's why they run into the issue. But today they used the right issue, and things working out properly.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will also do some testing later today so that we can wrap those up.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Now, next item is the change of the call time and also scrum time, because starting this Sunday, in United States, most of the most parts in United States, they would do the train start to fall back to the original time. So daylight saving time is ending this Sunday morning. So that means the time difference between us and you guys would be 8 hours instead of 7 hours. I believe that we agreed to keep our call time based on the U.S. time because for Win, especially for Win, because Win have other commitments. So that means the call time for on Monday and Friday it will be 3 p.m. you guys time. For the Scrum it will be 3:45 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I just want to I will send out another email notification so that everyone because it's going to change. It's changed for you guys, but not changing for us. So I think it's for you guys. It's good to update your calendar. And because of the time change, it also means that we won't have a conference room for the Friday calls because the conference rooms have been booked from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And I want to know if there's other alternative that you guys can consider for the Friday call. Is there other room that you guys can use? Like Friday 3 p.m.
Usually when Derek is around, we join him. Yeah, I think that could be the first fallback in the medium term while we still sort out the room issues.
Okay, let me know if since like it's going to affect next Friday, so we still have a few days. I think for Monday call, you guys still have the same conference room CR2. So early next week, I'll check back with you guys whether we can use Derek's room. If not, I will try to find another room for you guys.
Okay.
Another thing is we are getting closer to the holiday seasons, and then end of the year, and a lot of people are taking vacations and also holidays, schedule in AMPATH and AMDRH and things like that. So I would like to request everyone to update on the vacation plan spreadsheet on Google Drive. If you don't have access to it, just let me know. I can add you. This just simply to help us to know who will be on leave from when to when, and then who will be the coverage for as a backup, for us. And so that we can sort out, like, maybe when maybe there's some days like only one person is available, and then maybe we can have another backup just to be available in case the person need help and things like that. Any questions on concerns on this one?
No.
Okay. So please update it, even though, like, for example, you think, oh, I might be taking these few days off. It's just like tentatively, it's not confirmed. It's still good to put it there so that other people can keep in mind.
Mhm.
So,
yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So that's all I have on my agenda items. Is there other items that you guys would like to discuss?
Heather.
Yes, go ahead, Martin.
Yeah. Quick question, just to refresh my mind. What tickets are still pending on the device management side?
I think there's still 2 or 3 tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're just on hold while we resolve teleconsultation for now?
Yeah. Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we want to finish one thing because I feel like we never finish one thing. So just focus on one thing. Another one. Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And has Kemboy been introduced to the group?
Not yet. I think it would be good. You help us to introduce him here, even though we know him.
Yeah. Well, as some of you know, Lagat got promoted, so he's a big fish now. And so Kemboy is going to be taking on the role for management and coordination of the decision support work and the mobile work, at least for the Kenya team. So Kemboy, welcome. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you, Martin.
Welcome, Kemboy.
Thank you, Eda.
Now, one thing I want to say is that given that we have several master's students who will most likely be working on mUzima-related projects, we'll start asking them to join this call. They've kind of asked to some degree, but you might start seeing more students joining the call to just understand what we are doing and specifically focus on their projects. So I'm anticipating one person working on teleconsultation evaluation. Most likely we'll get someone to work on the cervical cancer side of things because I think we need someone there. Another one is obviously going to be working on implementing facial recognition technology on mobile. So things like that. And I think we could get someone to work on the device management and security pieces too. Okay.
Sounds good. So maybe I know that you introduced one master student to us. Maybe also can introduce the other so that we can add them to the list so they can join us when they have time.
Yes.
Okay. So is there other items that Tim would like to discuss or update?
Eda, when you get a chance, maybe spending a little bit of time with Kemboy just to tell him what your expectations are of his role.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, I know Kemboy. Yeah. So Any other items, anyone?
Nothing from me.
Nope.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, guys, for making the call efficient so we end in 30 minutes. That's great. I'm going to stop the broadcasting. Have a wonderful weekend, guys.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Remember Halloween. Halloween. Trick or treat.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
All right. Bye.